What if I told you that the deadliest disease known to humanity might be protecting your brain? For over a century, doctors noticed something impossible, something that defied logic. Cancer patients rarely developed Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's patients rarely developed cancer. It wasn't coincidence. The numbers were too stark, too consistent, too deliberate. For decades, this was medicine's darkest riddle. Two killers, one mysterious connection. Were they enemies? Allies? Something stranger? Then, in 2025, scientists discovered something that changes everything we thought we knew about disease, survival, and the human body. Hi there, I'm Michael, your host for today's episode of Mind and Marvel. The year is 1911. A physician named Levenstein notices something strange in his patient records. Cancer patients, hundreds of them, almost none developed dementia. Dementia patients? Cancer was virtually absent. Decade after decade, the pattern held. Different countries, different populations, same impossible correlation. Fast forward to today. Researchers analyzed medical records of 3.5 million people. Cancer patients have a 35% lower risk of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's patients have a 50% lower risk of cancer. For over a century, theories multiplied, none stuck. Maybe cancer patients took medications that protected against Alzheimer's? Nope. The pattern existed before modern cancer treatments. Maybe certain genes protected against both diseases? Wrong again. No genetic variant provided dual protection. Maybe the immune system fought one disease and accidentally prevented the other. Too simple. The immune system doesn't work that way. Until recently, when a team at Washington University made a discovery that seemed like science fiction. They found the signal, the message cancer sends, the protective warning your body receives, and it's hiding in plain sight. Every cell in your body is a transmitter, broadcasting chemical signals constantly. Think of your body as a city where every building is a cell tower, sending and receiving messages 24/7. Normal cells send routine updates. Everything's fine here. Resources needed. All clear. But cancer cells? They're hijacking the network, sending rogue transmissions. Washington University researchers discovered that cancer cells secrete specific proteins. These proteins travel through your bloodstream, cross the blood-brain barrier, reach your neurons. And when they arrive, something remarkable happens. They activate a process called autophagy, your cell's self-cleaning system. Imagine your city at night, garbage trucks rolling through collecting waste, keeping streets clean. Autophagy is your neuron's garbage truck. It identifies damaged proteins, toxic waste, cellular debris, including the exact proteins that cause Alzheimer's. Amyloid beta plaques, tau tangles. The cancer signal supercharges this cleanup process. Waste proteins get demolished, cleared out, eliminated. The researchers tested this on mice. One group had cancer. Control group didn't. The cancer-bearing mice showed significantly less Alzheimer's pathology. 43% fewer amyloid plaques, 38% fewer tau tangles. Their memory? Protected. Their cognitive function? Preserved. But here's the dark twist. When researchers removed the tumors, the protection vanished. Alzheimer's proteins accumulated again. The signal wasn't a one-time vaccine. It was a continuous broadcast. Remove the transmitter, lose the signal. To understand why this exists, we need to go back, way back. 600 million years ago, your ancestors weren't humans. They were clusters of cooperating cells, and occasionally a cell would go rogue. Stop cooperating, start multiplying uncontrollably. Cancer isn't modern. It's ancient. Dinosaurs got cancer. Fish get cancer. Even plants get tumors. So evolution built defense systems, hundreds of them. Tumor suppressor genes, DNA repair mechanisms, immune surveillance, cellular suicide, switches. But cancer evolves within your lifetime. It's evolution on fast forward. It's like a hacker constantly updating their tactics while the security system struggles to keep pace. Here's the hypothesis that's emerging. Cancer triggers a body-wide stress response. It's a cellular alarm system. Threat detected, all systems, maximize survival protocols. This doesn't just protect the brain. The entire body goes into defensive mode. Autophagy increases system-wide. Cells become more efficient at waste disposal. Inflammation patterns shift. Your immune system prioritizes differently. Metabolism changes. Resources get redirected. But here's the terrible trade-off evolution never anticipated. For most of human history, we died young. Infections, predators, starvation, trauma. Alzheimer's requires old age. Our ancestors rarely lived long enough to develop it. So evolution never built strong defenses against Alzheimer's. Why would it? Nobody lived to 80. Cancer? It strikes at any age. Evolution had millions of years to build protections. The ironic result? We have sophisticated anti-cancer systems that accidentally protect against Alzheimer's, but they only turn on when cancer is detected. So here's the mind-bending question. Can we activate cancer's protective signals without having cancer? Scientists are now trying to isolate the exact proteins cancer secretes, create synthetic versions, deliver them therapeutically, give Alzheimer's patients the protection without the tumor. Drugs that activate autophagy are already in development. Rapamycin, metformin, novel compounds. Clinical trials are beginning, testing whether controlled autophagy activation can slow Alzheimer's. But it's complicated. Dangerously complicated. Too little autophagy, Alzheimer's proteins accumulate. Too much, cells start eating vital components. And here's the nightmare scenario. Cancer cells also use autophagy to survive, to resist treatment, to thrive in hostile environments. Activate autophagy to prevent Alzheimer's, and you might be giving cancer cells a survival advantage. The solution? Precision, timing, targeted delivery to specific brain regions. Nanotechnology that delivers protective signals directly to vulnerable neurons. Age-specific interventions. Boost autophagy when Alzheimer's risk is high, but cancer risk is manageable. Personalized protocols based on one's genetic cancer risk versus dementia risk. The ultimate goal? A world where we don't have to choose which disease to avoid. Your body is not a machine. It's an ecosystem, a network, a city of 37 trillion cells in constant communication. And in this city, your worst enemy might be sending signals that save your mind. Cancer destroys, but in destroying, it triggers defenses that protect against other destruction. Evolution is a blind watchmaker. It doesn't design solutions. It stumbles into them. And sometimes those solutions are dark ironies, one killer preventing another. Which leaves us with a profound question. As we extend human lifespan beyond what evolution prepared us for, will we keep discovering that our defenses against one disease create vulnerabilities to another? Is the human body optimized for survival to 40 and everything after that is just biological improvisation? Can we rewrite evolution's compromises, or are we destined to trade one form of suffering for another? If this biological paradox amazed you, hit that like button. This discovery deserves to be seen. Subscribe to Mind and Marvel for more stories where the frontiers of medicine reveal the beautiful complexity of survival. Drop a comment. If you could activate cancer's protective signals without the cancer, would you? What other disease relationships do you think science hasn't discovered yet? This is Mind and Marvel, where science, survival, and the superhuman collide. Until next time, remember that your body's wisdom runs deeper than we ever imagined, even in its darkest signals.